Okay, what's up guys, it's Prince Edward, and today I'm going to be showing you my top 12 favorite Spongebob episodes. SpongeBob's my favorite cartoon, and why not make a top 12? Not a top 10 because 12's cooler and I'm 12, so yeah. Okay, so number 12 we got Something Smells. This episode's really funny. It has really good animation and facial expressions. This was Carl Greenblatt's, or C.H. Greenblatt's, creator of Chowder and Harvey Beak's first SpongeBob episode. And I just love the look for this episode. It's also really funny. My favorite part has to be the doodly at the theater. I think everybody knows that's like the best scene. And it just has a really good plot, so yeah. Okay, so number 11 we got Fear of a Krabby Patty. I really love this episode. This was the first episode of season 4, and people usually say when season 3 was done and Stephen Hilburn left the show, it just went to crap. But this episode's actually really funny. I love the gags, like Mr. Krabs says like something about destroying plankton with 23 hours or service, and the guy's just like, oh yeah, sure, I don't know, why not? And also the gag with Squidward in his bags, that's just really funny. Also, this is another episode where C.H. Greenblatt worked on, and the facial expressions are probably the best in the series with this episode. I just love it so much. Also, the falling pianos are really funny. Okay, for number 10, this is Nautical Neighbors. Anyways, this is one out of 2 season 1 episodes on this list. I actually really like season 1. I was a teenage Gary, whatever that was called. People seem to hate that, but I just love that episode. I don't know why, but yeah, this episode is really funny. It's part of my childhood. I think it has great gags with like SpongeBob looking out the window, and where SpongeBob destroyed the violin, and bubble bath toys. This is a really funny episode with SpongeBob, Patrick, and Squidward. So yeah. Also SpongeBob's free fingers. Okay, for number 9, this is the final season 1 episode, I think. Yeah. And this is Rock Bottom. This episode's really funny. I watched this episode a lot back then. I love the bus gags, the people, and how it ends, just like with the balloon and stuff. There's not too much to say here. I mean, not too much happens, but it's really entertaining. Just like Graveyard Shift, not too much happens, but it's really entertaining. They just pull off like 11-minute episodes so well. I don't know how they do it, but yeah, this episode is just fantastic. Okay, so for number 8, we got Christmas Who. Now, I didn't know where to put this episode on this spot because it's not the funniest episode, but it's just there's a lot of heart into this episode. There's a lot of funny songs, and has a great setting, I think. With Mr. Krabs saying that was funny. But it's definitely not the funniest episode, though it is the best special. And truly shows how like good season 2 can be. Season 2 is my favorite season, so yeah. And Christmas Who's just classic. Like, you gotta watch it. Also Drunk Santa, that's funny. Oh, and the donkey stuff. Well, you know what, maybe I should have changed it, but whatever. I think I have some more stuff to show that's better than this, maybe. Just to show how underrated some stuff is, so yeah, this episode's great. Okay, so for number 7, we got Not Normal. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Wait, what? What is this? A season 6 episode? Now, this is the last post-movie episode that'll be on this list. I actually, don't dislike every, post-movie episode. There's actually a lot of great episodes in season 5. I don't know why people always like to hate on that, season. Maybe there's, episodes I haven't seen before. I'm pretty sure I've seen, whatever. But Not Normal is really funny. There's, a lot of things that are good about it. Like Squidward, hi, how are you? And the way he says it, wonderful weather we're having at the end, just made me laugh. Also, the funniest part is probably when SpongeBob went to Squidward's house and he got kicked out for saying, also, you don't wear any pants. That was just the best thing. So, yeah, underrated actually, because it is season 6, but whatever, I feel like this deserves to be praised more. Okay, so for number 6, we got Can You Spare a Dime, the first season 3 episode. And actually, there's a lot of hit and miss in season 3, but this is one of the good episodes. And Can You Spare a Dime is kind of underrated as well, but this used to be my favorite episode back then for a while. Not my favorite, but one of my favorites. This is just in the middle now, but I love Can You Spare a Dime. I like how SpongeBob can be to Squidward. It's really different. You don't really see that stuff in SpongeBob anymore. You might see it soon, but definitely not in like season 5, 6, 7, and all that. 8. Definitely 8. But yeah, this episode is great. Let me think. I love the whole dying part. How big his dying is, and like SpongeBob gets mad at Mr. Krabs at the end. That's really funny. And just has a great plot. There's a lot happening in a short time. That's something that someone else said on YouTube, and that is true. Also, SpongeBob with the puppets. That's funny. So yeah, this is my 6. This is my 6 on the list. It makes sense. This is a good episode. Okay, so for number 5, we got Big Pink Loser. Just the title is super funny. And I don't think that this episode's on too many people's list, but it is on mine. Obviously, No, This Is Patrick is a good part. And hey, been to Stupid Town? And at the end, like, where Patrick doesn't know how to, like, do these things, and, like, he's like, warmer, warmer, hot, you're on fire, hot burns! This is a good episode in season 2. See, like I said, season 2 is just the best episode. Everybody likes season 3 because it's so meany, but there's so much bad episodes at the end.
What are you saying?
At least in my opinion. Whatever. I don't really matter.
What an idiot.
Okay, so for my number 4 pick, we got Opposite Day. Now, this is probably the episode I watched the most as a child. The moments are just really funny, like at the end with the fish. You're a Squidward, I'm a Squidward, everybody's Squidward! And then Gary comes up with a pickle on his nose, then she just leaves. Also, I'm Squidward, 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 Squidward. And just Squidward himself getting so mad, and the Opposite Day montage where, like, Patrick's eating food, or cat food, or snail food, I don't even know, but this episode is really funny, and probably my most quotable episode. Okay, so for number 3, I don't know what that was about, but we got Dying for Pie. Now this episode, for a long arse time, this used to be my favorite episode, but it's actually not anymore, because I've noticed 2 episodes are actually more funny than this episode. This is another episode Cara Greenblatt, or C.H. Greenblatt, whatever, creator of Child Robbery Beaks, worked on, and it really shows. The facial expressions, I just love facial expressions, and like that's why I like Ren and Stimpy so much, because it just pops out to all the other shows that have like bland, but whatever, this episode is really funny. I love the ending. The ending's the best part, and this is like fan service. And then, like, so early in this bunch, but this is 2000. This was made in, like, October, December 2000. And they're already giving, like, fan service of, like, Squidward and SpongeBob dying, but not actually. It's just, I made a video on this, but, I mean, that kind of sucked. But, yeah, this episode is great. Okay, so for number 2, the Ologies Are Always Greener is on my list. Because this episode just has so many funny moments. Mr. Krabs getting naked, SpongeBob shooting clothing, and the next day in the victory screech, and also SpongeBob just being like the weirdest because like Plankton's going to a different dimension where he's like Mr. Krabs now, and Mr. Krabs Plankton, and just SpongeBob explodes, Plankton saying about the Krabby Patties, and it's just like, it has so many funny facial expressions. That's why I love Ren and Stimpy and stuff. I'm trying to think of another funny moment. Oh, also in the beginning, with the old man, and like, what a fox. It's just a funny episode, and I think it deserves to be number 2. But number 1, something that you wouldn't expect. Also, there's 3 season 1 episodes, I said 2, that would make my number 1 pick, and I didn't have Band Geeks, or Chocolate Nuts, or Graveyard Shift on here, because, like, I've seen those episodes so much, they kind of get old, and I didn't think they're that funny in the first place. Is Man is an Instrument, that was never funny to me. But my number one pick is My Pretty Seahorse. No, I'm not joking. This is my favorite episode, and it's season 3. Now, you know, this season 3 episode might be my favorite episode, but season 3 isn't my favorite season. That's season 2. But this episode just has so many funny moments. So let me name it. Okay, Squidward Karma exploding, Seahorse, her mystery herself hiding in the cabinets, Mr. Krabs calling SpongeBob a mystery, the whole coin in the slot, Kitty ride, and then he explodes, is like Squidward, mystery eating food in the background, and Squidward talking about dying here forever, and the wee sna with SpongeBob, that made me laugh, that made me chuckle, and just the ending where like Patrick hits his head on that wood, and SpongeBob says, "Get out of here, you stupid dumb animal." This episode has so many funny moments, and I was gonna put Dying for Pie number 1, but I realized how many funny moments there was in this episode. It was the most I've ever seen before. And people like to say that like my opinion is invalid, but this is just what I think. I really care what you guys think. If you dislike, that just means you disagree. Doesn't mean I'm gonna hate on you guys anymore. I used to hate on people that dislike, but now I'm just chill. So yeah, this is my favorite episode. I hope you like this video because I'm stupid and I'm bored and stuff, yeah.
What a horrible list.